Well, hey, friends. Sarah Styles Collective. Sarah Skillroot is back. She is one of our brilliant partners of the podcast, and she can help completely revamp your wardrobe. She can help you get ready, dressed for special occasion. She can also help you update your closet in meaningful ways.
Yes.
And this week we're talking about footwear.
Footwear, absolutely. So when you're moving into the next season, you have to think about a couple of things, and footwear is certainly one of them. So I'm going to talk to you real quickly just about a couple of the silhouettes that I am seeing for spring 2026. Don't get rid of your loafers. They are still having a major moment in fashion. You can do this with a great slim straight denim. You can do it with a 90s crop. I love all of those different silhouettes. Bust out your pretty silk scarves, a loafer, and just have that preppy chic moment.
Nice alternative to the ballet flat or even the sneaker in
I
some
agree.
cases. Now, how about the almond toe?
The almond toe, a little bit of a retro coming back into fashion. Cute little kitten heel. What I mean by an almond toe is just that nice pointed silhouette. Sometimes it comes into a real tight V here as well. It could be called a vamp toe as well. So I want you looking for this silhouette. Again, wear it with denim or wear it with a cute little mini skirt.
And how about that kitten heel?
Love it, love it.
Major comeback. Now, these have been the beloved
sneaker. You can see a gazelle. You can see a nice retro sneaker. This one in particular is the Adidas Tokyo Mary Jane. So you're going to wear this without a sock. You're going to wear it with a cute little dress, wear it with your denim. And I got to tell you, as somebody with a high arch and a narrow foot, unbelievably comfortable.
Style and comfort can live together. And last but not least, if you're not keeping these, I am.
Oh, no.
Gosh.
This is from my personal collection.
Okay.
This is from my personal collection. I want you to do a nice, sleek, fun wedge. Wear these with longer denim. Wear them, with any of your occasion wear. But this is how we're doing, maybe moving from a pump into a little bit of an elegant, elevated wedge.
So as a reminder, everything that Sarah presents to can be found on her website. That will be linked in the show notes. And of course, give her a follow at sarahstylescollective.com. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks for having me.
I put my hand upon your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip.
You put your
Hand upon my hip. When you dip, you dip, we dip.
Then I put yours and we put mine. And we get down low and roll and grind. Not for sure what the words are. But in honor of getting home from my child's senior spring break, I wanted to sing a song that we liked to party to when I was a senior in high school.
And by the way, I still think of that as pretty new.
It's almost 30 years ago. Hi, welcome into So Happy You're Here podcast. I'm Erin. This is Becky.
It's been a minute.
It's just you and the two of us, everybody.
By popular demand.
Hi. We're so happy to have you here. Your buns look great. You look great.
There's a glow about you.
Yeah, spring looks good on you. And we've got one half of us who went out on a school night last night. Are you okay?
My voice is
ready?
a little... Listen, I'm going to tell you what.
Can you podcast in this condition?
Just barely, but in the best way. When the universe sends you New Edition, Boys to Men, and Tony Braxton
ABC,
on
BBD.
the same bill,
you go.
you get yourself over to the Target Center.
Who went? Just you and Phil?
Father Phil and I, and actually I'd been watching the tickets and I was like, I don't know. I'll see if I can kind of play the ticket game.
She loves a deal.
I do love a deal.
Yeah.
I played it wrong. I was watching it the day before. Prices were still a little bit steeper than I wanted them to be. Well, sure enough.
You can say SHIT here. You can say shit.
They went up on the day of.
So you had to pay even more money.
Well, I found a site. I think Access was the right site. You go to Vivid, AXS, Vivid, Ticketmaster, TickPick. There's a million of them. And so as a professional ticket broker now, I found a good deal.
Now, did you go stone sober?
You know what? You guys know I gave up alcohol for Lent and I decided to make an amendment.
Okay. All right.
Only because it was kind of a special event.
My son's church is hosting an all-day confession tomorrow. If you do want to go with me,
I will be right there.
They even are bringing in priests from outside of the community in case
to handle all the sin.
Well, in case
sin overflow.
Everyone's getting home from spring break, and in case you don't want to say everything to your home priest.
I do wonder about that.
Right.
If they could
Father
recognize
Mannion,
it's supposed to be anonymous.
Father Mannion heard the worst of me. We had to look each other in the eye and hold hands.
You had face-to-face confession? Mm-hmm. You didn't have the thing?
No. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. He said in his thick Irish accent, tell me, child, but I don't know how to do an accent.
Oh, but I know your Irish is actually your one accent.
And then I said, I ate all the Oreos.
Did you really, or did you make up
my brother? I would make things up just to really really get in there and make it sound like I was being vulnerable.
You know, my mom said I committed murder once.
She did not.
I think she killed a bird or something accidentally. And she was like 6 or 7. I guess 7 when I committed murder. But you know how you, like, I don't know if you were raised Catholic, but you say like the number of times. Like I swore.
I lied
7,500 times.
Yes. Yeah. I ate all 94 Oreos before 6 a.m. watching Scooby-Doo.
A whole sleeve of Girl Scout cookies.
And those pesky kids. Yes. If you don't know who Father Mannion is, you can take a time travel back to episode 1.
Is that where it is?
Episode 1, when I can't believe we still have listeners after that first episode.
What are we on now? We're in the 70s.
We're in the 70s. Level 7, as Sarah Rogers would say.
Didn't you enjoy that chat?
Isn't she a classy lady? She's so classy.
I think we tried to tighten up our act for about 3 days after we met
I tried to be a lady that whole day.
You want to know what happened to me? You want to talk about a fancy lady? I raw dog. Look at, do you see my pants?
If you're not watching on YouTube, if you're listening,
Coffee.
Becky showed up to my house, which is also the studio. We are both wild, unhinged women, and we roll just with our coffee cups in the car.
A nice mug.
No tumblers, no covers. That's not for us. Safety isn't where we thrive. And for the first time, it went all over her white pants. So she has not had an accident in her pants.
Damn it.
Not inside of her pants. She had an accident on the outside of her pants. So was the concert good last night?
You guys, it was so...
What was the highlight?
The best part of what they did is it wasn't like Tony Goes, that there was no headliner. They're all headliners.
Oh,
so
they're
they
mixing and matching.
Yes, they would sing. They'd come in and out of the... It was like a Vegas act. Actually, they should go do a residency.
Really?
It was so great. And my favorite line of all is, you know, New Edition. So Bobby Brown, part of New Edition before he goes off. Johnny Gill, amazing.
Wait, forgive me. Is Bobby Brown still with us?
Bobby B?
Yeah. Okay.
And I mean,
Crack is whack.
A lot more of him too. And he danced a little tiny bit, but he goes, if you want to watch me dance, Google it.
Okay. Are you saying, is he fluctuating on the uprise right now?
I think he's really living.
He's put on a few pounds.
He has.
Listen, if you're not fluctuating, you're not living right.
But he still sounded great. Johnny Gill stole the show. Anybody that's a fan of my era of music. Oh.
Sing one of their songs to us.
Mama, you sure look good tonight.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
There's some baby making music. There's some Poison they ended with. I mean, it was...
Poison. Dun, 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 poison.
Do you know how many videos I took?
Poison.
Yeah.
How many?
36.
Did you really?
I'm going to edit it together.
Now, are you one of those people who records you and Phil singing along, or do you record the artists?
I record the artist. I do just the first little bit because then I have to really, because you can see me. I'm dancing and I'm moving, making friends left and right.
Of course.
Everybody is in their element. Everyone's around the same age. This is the thing about generational stuff.
Yeah.
These are my people.
Yeah.
I mean, we understand each other.
Yes.
This music.
Were you high-fiving?
No high-fiving, but
hip bumping.
A lot of hip bumping, a lot of
you
dancing.
Didn't talk to anybody about swinging like the time you did that at that one restaurant, did you? I just got to check in on her. She's my business partner, my bestie. She's a reflection of who I am. Oh, you know?
It was, if anyone had, it would have been just cheesing from cheek to cheek, ear to ear.
Were you out late?
It was 11 o'clock.
It was
nice,
done?
appropriate
Or you were
time.
home by 11?
Home by 11.
Yeah, see, that's what's nice about the older generation of performers.
Yes.
They know.
Doors at 6.
We've got to
show
get
at 7. Keep
There's
it moving.
nothing worse when you go to a concert. Headliner's supposed to come out at 9. They don't come out till like 10:30. And at 1 a.m. you're dying.
I can't be bothered with that.
No, I can't. Neither can my legs. I can't stand that long.
No, it was a lot of dancing.
Good. I'm so happy you guys had fun.
Yeah,
And
it was
I've
great.
been worried about you guys because you hadn't been to a concert in like a month and a half or so.
Well, and we went to hear a local band on the night before, Saturday night.
So you're making up for it.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, there's nothing wrong with your screen if you're watching on YouTube, and I did not do my makeup blind. This is my melasma coming to life. I just got home.
You're all freckles and melasma.
There's sunspots everywhere. I'm peeling in some places. I had to do a funny part because my scalp is peeling. It looks like I have dandruff.
It's just a healthy glow.
I was on spring break for a week with William and 120 of his closest classmates on their high school senior spring break.
How did this become absolutely non-negotiable, the senior year spring break trip?
So I didn't grow up in our cute little town.
Yeah.
Okay. I grew up in Wisconsin. Now, a lot of people interchange Wisconsin and Minnesota, but rural Wisconsin is a lot different than Minneapolis because we're one ring outside of Minneapolis.
Yeah.
So when I grew up, we didn't even have spring break. That wasn't a thing. My senior year, I took off like 4 or 5 days of school, and me and another girlfriend went with another friend, the three of us, to visit her aunt who lived in Florida.
Like a retirement community? Like
no,
the villages?
She had like a cute little house, but we all slept on the living room floor, like in sleeping bags or like a mattress. And we would take her truck to the beach.
But it wasn't like Daytona Beach, like...
I think it was Daytona Beach, but we were, with her aunt.
Oh.
I don't know. Like it wasn't a spring break trip, but we went there on spring break, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know where this began, and you've been here longer than I. And I think this is normal in other places, but it is really normal where we live.
Yeah.
As many people from the class who wants to go, and they do have a big class. They have like 700 or 800 kids in their class, but 120 kids decided to go on a trip together. Now. All the parents have to agree to it. And my husband and I have had a long-standing, line in the sand. We will never do that. That is ridiculous. We like to be with family of 4, maybe one other family. We like to do our own thing. We like to really spend time together.
Yeah.
Well, lo and behold, peer pressure got the best of us. And
It's
next thing
bigger
you know,
than all of us.
There's about 500 of us.
And who wants to be the kid that, doesn't go?
Well, and some kids didn't because they didn't want to, but my son really wanted to go, and he genuinely, of the 120, I'm not kidding, he's friendly with all of them. They all get along. They're such good kids. But I'd say 60, 70, 80 of them, he hangs out with on a regular basis, whether it's different sporting activities, different parties, different get-togethers.
That was like my whole senior class.
No, my senior class was 97 kids.
Yeah.
And 87 were my cousins.
Right.
So, yeah, this was crazy. None of them are related to Will. But anyway, so we went for the week. It was overwhelming, but in a good way. Like, everywhere you went, there was somebody that you knew from their school. So it felt like you were almost like at a conference for work because you're like, I haven't seen you since the 3rd football game. Hey, how's the dog?
I'll see you at the noon
that
efficiency TED Talk.
It's like yes, exactly. Which breakout session are you going to next? So it was really lovely, and it's a really great group of kids and adults.
Well, but the thing that we know about our sweet Erin is that when there is socializing to be done, she's your gal. You are the lady.
Well, I try really hard to be
you are
mysterious.
inclusive, and you try to get everybody into the fold.
Well, there was a lot of parents, mostly moms, who went alone with their senior.
Wait, talk to the friends.
What's wrong? Do you have to cough, honey?
My Toni Braxton voice is kicking in. Hold on.
Okay, cough it out. So there was a lot of moms who were alone with their senior. And so obviously, like, my husband and my younger one ended up coming down, and then I'm really close with a few other families, and they were there. So there was definitely a few people on their own. So we're always, the more the merrier. We're happy to include more people. So it was lovely. The kids are a great group of kids, but it is overwhelming. And I'm going to tell you something. If you want to keep your self-esteem high, don't go to the beach with 60, 18-year-old girls all in tiny little buns out, boobs out, tiny little bikinis. I think some of the dads were like, where do we look during this?
Honestly.
Like, they're the cutest, nicest girls.
Of course.
But hot as nails. I walked out on that beach and I thought, oh no, oh bother. My parents gave me too much self-esteem. I thought, did anybody bring an extra muumuu for me? Like, I can't be seen in public. Are you good, Tony?
Did you wear a little scarf?
You are crying. Is that because of the way I smell still from spring break? I can't tell. So the self-esteem. Now, I went down there. So first and foremost, William's basketball season is completely over.
Oh, okay.
And don't worry, I'm going to get back to spring break on this. So they advanced into the second round of semifinals,
which is amazing.
And then they got taken out by the team who has won state like over and over and over again. And
so it would have had to have been an upset for his team to win.
Yes. And it would have had to have been upset for the last 20 years. It's just this one neighboring school has like a dynasty in basketball, and it kind of stinks that we're in their section, because if we were in a different section, we'd definitely go farther.
Hockey fans, this is what's happening with the Wild right now too.
Yes.
Dallas.
It's if we're just in a really tough section.
Yes.
And so it's really hard. So had we won that sectional game, we wouldn't have been able to go on spring break
at all,
because they would have been preparing for state. So I'm superstitious, and my son really wanted to obviously do his best he could. So I just pretended we weren't going on spring break.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't even want to think we were going. My husband had booked the trip. We had bought the insurance in case we had to cancel or whatever. But I was like, if I just don't prepare for spring break, we won't go.
Because Because you didn't want to gooch it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, they lost. So I had approximately 3 days to plan for spring break. Normally I'd buy like new outfits and but I was thinking, it's 120 18-year-olds and a bunch of families. So I was like, I'm there as a chaperone for the most part, So I didn't necessarily put my best foot forward as far as like how I normally would have prepared for a spring break.
Right.
But I got to tell you, some of these moms, they showed up right and tight.
Oh. Professional stylist. Sarah Styles Collective for all your styling needs.
No, I mean, I was impressed. I was like, some of these moms brought their A game. I would give myself like a C-.
Yeah, but your C- I think is most people's A.
Well, there was a lot of hot moms there who brought their A game. And I was
like body yaddy yaddy or just a cute look?
Everything. Cute looks, cute bodies. I mean, all the moms are fabulous. But I was like, whoa. And so I was a little mad that I didn't better plan for the trip. But like I was hoping we were going further in basketball.
Shoot.
Not that I didn't want to go on spring break. And we were so lucky because, basketball's over for one of our kids and it was sad for us, even though he's had a great career.
How did he feel about it?
He felt sad.
Yeah.
But, I kept being like, are you okay? And he's like, can you quit asking me about it? It's just sad to be over, but he's also thankful. I mean, like I told him, very few kids go this far.
Yeah.
Especially our town it's a larger, like first ring suburb of Minneapolis, and it's a very competitive town.
Right.
And a lot of kids. So he feels grateful, but he's also sad it's over.
Yeah.
He's actually going to coach a little team though this summer,
That's
which will be
good.
fun. And then of course our younger son plays, but it was kind of nice because they found out they weren't advancing on a Tuesday and we left on a Saturday. So
no time to lick your wounds.
Spring break was like, it just washed away.
It's so good.
Any of the sadness. But it is, if you are going to go on a senior spring break, let me give you some advice. Don't hang out around the young girls. Okay. They're very sweet and they're very nice, but I don't care. They are just so cute. Also, you might want to just pretend to plan ahead of time, like just prepare just a little bit so that, you don't go down. I went blind. Like I packed 2 full suitcases because I didn't plan anything. So I just threw anything
nothing
with
goes
a short
together.
Sleeve, anything that looked like a swimsuit.
Close enough.
At least be in water.
So do you pack your stuff away? Because you know how I have, that stuff isn't even around. Like that's in totes.
You've seen my closets.
Is it just
a
out
free
and
for all.
about? But there's a bathing suit within grasp.
Well, yeah.
Is there?
We have a hot tub in the back.
Oh, because you're always, yes.
Yeah. Don't get any ideas, weirdo.
I might come over here. Cannonball.
But now this is where I was cursing all of you and Becky. So we're down there. It's after a few margaritas from an all-inclusive. So bear with me, okay? They hit you in a totally different way. And anyway, conspiracy theories get brought up.
What?
Well, no, conspiracy theories get brought up. And I'm used to all of you girls and Becky where we can just let it rip.
Yes.
And we just have a giggle about it.
Yes.
But I forget that some people aren't as like open to talking about those things.
Are you trotting out some of your
no, so there
uncle
was
at the dinner table conspiracy?
There was a new conspiracy while I was away.
No.
Did you guys hear about the man in Florida, a marine biologist who swore a school of dolphins kidnapped him and took him underwater and made him build an underwater city? And he went missing on a Friday. And when he emerged on Sunday, he was sunburnt. He had seawater in his lungs. And he swore that a school of dolphins kidnapped him, took him underwater. He built an underwater city. And the lead dolphin's name was Gerald. So I'm reading
I
this.
believe that he believes that happened
I'm reading this.
on his ecstasy,
Like on my socials.
Molly trip.
And, we're getting like in and out Wi-Fi. And so I'm getting little spots of like, there's a foreman named Gerald in the form of a dolphin who has kidnapped a marine biologist. Then, of course, the conspiracies pop up where people are like, well, yeah, dolphins are smarter than humans. They probably can communicate with us. And then there was somebody said that it's illegal to talk to dolphins.
What do you mean?
Headlines in here say, I don't know. I'm just seeing these little blips, okay?
With spotty
So I
Wi-Fi.
go down.
Several margaritas in.
I go down to the parent party. Parents are hanging out.
Loaded with
And
information.
people are talking about where your kids going to school, have you finished your college tours? Any plans for travel this summer? Hey, now let's make sure our graduation parties don't overlap. In this little ding dong.
Aaron says, I can't be bothered with that
raised my hand, I'm like,
nonsense.
has anyone heard about Gerald the dolphin? Who here? Who here is worried about the dolphins?
Do you think dolphin who wears a hard hat?
Do you think those dolphins are going to try to kidnap us down here in the Caribbean?
Are they anywhere near where we're staying?
At Florida. They could probably make their way down to the Caribbean quite quickly. I'm like, are you guys worried about Gerald? Guys, nobody.
What was Gerald on? I mean, what was the foreman? What was his?
No, I haven't done one research or one follow-up.
I'm telling you, Florida man, any news that starts with Florida man finishes like that.
Well, and then me who shares it. I have to tell you guys, the table.
How did it go over?
Terrible. Awful. Everybody went silent. And like my closest girlfriend down there, she was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? What are you talking about? And
yeah,
like,
but you're just
it's
ahead.
all over the news.
No, you're ahead and they're going to be on it in like 2 weeks.
So I'm totally used to all of you girls and Becky entertaining our stupid conspiracy theories. And we know to just laugh about it. But I think a lot of those people are like, oh my God, Erin thinks there's a kidnapping dolphin named Gerald.
Oh, we're worried about our girl.
Oh shit, I think she got roofied again. We should probably, does anybody know where her husband is? Can we get her out of here?
I mean, I'm just thinking of the logistics. He doesn't have any tools.
No, he doesn't. But you guys, the underwater community is different. And then I'm like, do you guys think he saw mermaids down there? And I am not kidding. People were like,
they didn't know what to make of it.
They were staring at me with their mouth. So, and you know when you've had a few margaritas, you can't read the room as well?
Yes.
So it took me a little bit longer than normal to change the subject. You know what you have to do?
Just louder.
Yeah.
You didn't hear me down at the end of the table. I said his name was Gerald.
A school of dolphins kidnapped a marine biologist. Don't you think that's nuts? And there's dolphins right out there. Tell the kids.
But don't talk to them.
Tell the kids not to talk to the dolphins. So thank
Erin's going to do a quick pamphlet on dinner conversation on your vacation.
Thank God, one of my best girlfriends was there and she was like, it's time to she was like, oh my God. And I'm like, don't you think it's at least funny? And she's like, no, it is nuts. Like, Erin, this is a lie. It can't be true.
I think that's nuts in a funny way.
See,
it's like the weekly world.
So then
news.
I started telling everybody about you guys. I'm like, no. So anyway, you've probably listened to the podcast. If you haven't, signed up and subscribe. I'm like, we talk about crazy conspiracies all the time. And by the time I was done, I swear people were like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom now. Look at the time. Got to feed the hogs. Like, why am I sitting alone? So advice when you go on a humongous spring break. Don't hang out with the young girls. Listen, you're beautiful just the way God created you. But I'm telling you something.
I don't think we need to put ourselves in that position.
And 18-year-olds in 2026 are way different than 18-year-olds in the 90s. Okay, wow. Way different.
There's
I didn't know
something
to drink
in
water.
the milk. Yeah.
Yes, I didn't know to do skincare. Like they'd get up, some of them, and work out. I'm like, did you not know we're on vacation? Like, yes.
Good for them.
Yeah, I mean, great for them. But again, so don't sit next to them.
No.
Number 2, always pack a little in advance. Okay?
Just think it through.
Give her a go. Think about it. And number 3, save your conspiracy theories for this group. I wouldn't take it to like a group of parents you kind of know.
Not every crowd is open to.
It's weird. All of a sudden, some kids aren't allowed to come over here anymore. All of a sudden now Will has to go to their house and they can't come here. So anyway, we had a great spring break. We felt very thankful.
Oh, it's so
we
fun.
Have a really.
Did James have a good time too?
James had a great time. You guys, I was really worried about him being down there because.
Were there other sibs?
There were, but again, it was so chaotic. I want you to think that you had like, you had a family reunion, a class reunion, and a work convention, and you put everybody in Caesar's Palace in Vegas and said, go
nuts.
And some people are coming in on Friday, other people are coming in on Sunday, then some people are leaving Wednesday, then there's a boat cruise, then there's a dinner.
How did you organize like the organized things?
I think my lucky stars for the girl moms.
Oh,
Those girl moms get down.
No, they're on their game. That's true.
I was like, and I consider myself, I'm not a good planner in real life, but party planner I'm good at.
Yeah.
I was, a gasp. Is that?
And aghast. They probably had older kids, I wonder.
Older kids. And I also just think, not to like demasculate the boys or whatever, but the girls just have stronger opinions now at this stage in life. Like the boys are just happy that there's a cute girl next to them and they're in the sunshine.
Well, and they want like an Instagrammable moment.
Like the girls, they would have like, you know, they had like themes kind of, and they'd have certain times where they'd take pictures, which I was like, again, we had a throwaway camera.
Maybe. Yeah.
And we were happy not to get a full thumb halfway through your 3x5, you know? So they're really smart.
Yeah.
So I think because the girls have a little bit more stronger opinion about what they want to wear.
Just
and where
ride their coattails.
Then the moms are like, we better take care. That's just my assumption.
I think you're right.
The only girl I'm raising is my dog, Teddy. So anyway, I'm back to my book, so it doesn't look like I'm being aloof.
I love this.
Next thing we need to talk about, okay?
What? Next order of business.
Our girl, Meghan Markle, and Netflix have parted ways.
Now, here's my question. Does she still have a podcast? So she lost the TV show. She lost the podcast.
So since Meghan Markle has Mexited, is that what they called it? Megxit? From
It's like
the royal
Brexit,
family.
but it's exit. Yeah.
So they had a podcast deal done. They had the TV show done. And then it sounds like Netflix was a partner in all of her like wares.
The As
She had
Ever or whatever.
jam
Yeah.
And a wine and I think edible flowers. They've parted ways.
So they were investors on the product lines too.
No, yeah, they were full business.
Interesting.
But now you guys,
What's next?
she's doing a women's conference in Australia. What do we think?
I don't know.
Is this rock bottom for her? Now, for us, that would be the pinnacle. We'd be peaking. Wait until we bring our women's conference to Australia. Special guest, Gerald the Dolphin. Like when all of a sudden,
Especially down there, imagine the aquatic life.
the cop comes out.
Oh,
like a strip show.
I have to arrest.
It's just like a ripped Gerald. He swam all the way from Florida to Australia to be with us.
Good day.
And the aquatic life, as Becky says, in Australia.
Ow! The cities we could build.
Yes.
I love her gumption. I love that she keeps trying all these different things, but nothing is sticking.
Well, again, and I have to go back to, is this narcissism or is this her truly running from the dark bowels of the royal family? Which, by the way, mad respect for the royal family. I love all the traditions. Princess Kate can do no wrong in the way she dresses.
Yes.
But is this her running from the true darkness of that?
And
or is
we
this
flip-flopped on
narcissism?
this. I think, the problem is the allegations she made originally were so grim and so dark that it was, get out of there. Like, this is not a safe place. But then it was, were those things true?
Right.
Was she having a hard time assimilating into...
I think even darker now, though, is like the Prince Andrew of it all.
Were they escaping? Yes.
But, usually, and you can ask anybody this, especially my husband, I've got a strong opinion and I stick by it until I don't. So Blake Lively's in the wrong. Epstein is alive and so is Ghislaine. There's crazy people running this world. On Meghan, I can't make a strong opinion. I don't know. And I have flip-flopped in my strong opinions. But, I don't...
But
Why is she doing a women's conference in Australia?
People liked her on Suits. Like, why can't we stay in the lane that's working?
Right. That's why Becky and I choose not to be Oscar nominees. That is why we choose not
We've opted
to
out.
be global superstars. We just, we're happy with our Suits, 700 or 800 levels below Suits. We're happy with that. That's our choice, not because we haven't been discovered yet.
But that's what she did well at, right? I mean, she was a deal or no deal lady. Right. She was on Suits. Like, this was there's a level of her stardom that she was good at.
Yeah.
Maybe this level is not the one for her.
Oh, I don't think so. No, I don't think she is one of the people. I thought she was going to, I mourn the loss of, I thought they'd be the Fab Four. William, Kate, Meghan, and Harry. I thought the four of them would just be a dynamite foursome.
Now, have you watched Ladies of London yet?
I saw parts of the first episode.
Okay. This is the
Ladies of London reboot, right?
This is a brand new cast.
With Dara?
It's Dara, who's...
Okay. She's gone already because they
on the
accused
first
her
episode.
of being a madam.
It's so great.
Can you imagine if we did a reality show here and somebody accused you of being a madam?
But this is what I've decided. This is what Bravo needs is characters. They need a crazy salacious thing. On episode 1, you've heard the news.
Yes.
She's a madam.
Oh, so there's another woman living with rats and birds.
Oh boy, Margot.
That's her name.
But they're so eccentric. They're all crazy pants. They're all delusional in the very best way.
Yeah.
There's a couple voices of reason. Mark is beautiful and insane and awesome.
Yes, because there's a man in the cast. Yes, I've seen that. Do I need to get fully into this?
It's going to change your life.
I didn't do America's Next Top Model and I didn't do Traders. I just can't get into it, but I will watch Ladies of London.
I'm demanding this one.
I will watch it, but it's the character of it all.
But this is the kind of London that we want to see.
Yes.
You know?
Or like Meghan, to your point of Ladies of London, and then Meghan in Suits, she's best at playing a role. So the role of princess, I thought she'd be so good at.
That's it.
And again, we are talking about people like they're not humans because that's what we do on this podcast. So I know she's a real human and there's layers going on behind it. But
from a public persona standpoint, it's just not working.
Also, I worry that Harry's just got to be bored. Like, what is he doing?
Does he have buddies?
I don't know. Is he just like putzing around that Montecito house?
Doesn't he miss his brother?
Well, I think they hate each other.
Oh, they do.
I worry that when William takes over as king, he's just going to clean house. He might ask you and I to be ladies in waiting.
Wouldn't that be
more than likely?
But now with Ladies in Love London, you'll learn all of the different strata. You know, there's like monarch or like, oh shoot, I'm going to get all of the terms wrong, but they know if someone is a royal, like Lady Emma. Ooh, Lady Emma is actually the only royal of color.
Really?
Not Meghan. Lady Emma always was. Oh. And she's fabulous.
Amazing. Did you watch the first Ladies of London?
Loved. Caroline Stanbury.
I don't like her anymore. Oh, no, I don't mean that, Caroline. I mean, I'm not as obsessed with her anymore.
Yeah.
It's like too much now. Mm-hmm. I liked the mystery of her. And now I'm like, I know everything about you and I don't need to.
This is what's happening with Bethany Frankel too. I love her. And it's just like, oh my gosh, I don't need a dispatch from the bed on every,
No, but the Ladies of London first round, I thought was perfection.
It was so great.
Why did they cancel it? I forgot.
The woman who was rehabbing the castle, remember that? That's how they make their living.
Yeah.
Lady Emma does
like
too.
Lady of Peanut Butter or something?
No, Sandwich.
Yeah.
I think it was the Earl of Sandwich. Yes, it was. But she still is on social.
Is she?
And Does
she still do headstands and stuff?
Oh yeah, she was the headstander.
The things people remember.
And who was the one that was friends with Alexander McQueen? Do you remember that?
She passed.
Did she?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dear.
I can't think. She was my favorite.
She was fabulous, too.
She was also friends with Kate Moss. Annabelle.
Yes.
She was so
cool.
Yeah. Do you think people are going home and the thing they remember of me from spring break is that I thought
are you having second
kidnapped a marine biologist?
If they don't know you well.
Yeah. They think I think that. So anyway, I don't know where we land on Meghan, but
I wish them well. It's just, I don't think everybody has to be, can you just live a quiet life? Is that possible? Or do they have no income stream to live a quiet life? Well, listen,
I don't know how to live a quiet life. I'm constantly talking into a microphone, but she said she wanted a quiet life.
Yeah.
But again, that might have been a ruse for saying, oh no, I've realized like it's darker than the Prince Andrew stuff and I need to get my family out of here. Remember,
so then
we talked
she has
about
my
that.
sympathy if that's true.
What if, would any of you, what is it Jennifer Lawrence says in Lord of the Rings or whatever? I'll be tribute. Would any of you be tribute?
Or Hunger Games.
Hunger Games. Okay. What if we all pitch in?
You
a little
serve?
GoFundMe. No. And we send one of you to Meghan's women's conference.
As a roving reporter, you can report back.
Yes.
Actually,
you are our tribute.
Yeah.
We should start doing that. Just, we all have to get on. It's kind of like when you're on a jury. What's it called? Jury trial? Jury duty?
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of like jury duty. But we all take turns signing up for things we want to know more about. And we go undercover.
And we send a little roving reporter.
Wouldn't that be so fun?
Yes.
So we could send somebody to Australia. Well, I'll just pitch in. We'll send somebody to Australia.
Well, I think it's got to be Jess Manuel because she's already closest.
Let's see if she'll hop over. Let's see if she'll hop over and go to that. Yeah, we'll send people all over, like to a movie premiere just to see how Blake Lively is really behaving.
Interesting.
Or Chapel Roan. Did you hear about this?
Oh, I'm sorry about this. This is so for a little kid.
So if you don't know Chapel Roan, she is a woman who sings Pink Pony Club. I'm going to keep on dancing to the Pink Pony Club. It's a very catchy tune. She was a girl, I think, who got discovered being on like social media and what have you. Has some great songs. She definitely has a very unique look. She was a girl who went to one of the award shows recently where she just put a pasty over each nipple and then let her chiffon dress drape from it.
Yeah. And you hope no one steps on your dress.
But this is a fine line, and I'd like everybody's opinion on it. She's one of these people who was putting all of her music out there, desperately trying to get noticed, to get signed. She wanted to be a well-known musician.
Notice me, notice me, notice me.
Well, I hate using the word famous because, I think a lot of people want to share their music and they don't know what they're getting into.
Yeah.
But also, she definitely wanted to be a well-known musician. I do believe in her earlier days, she did fight for not as popular musicians to get, I think, insurance and benefits and stuff. I think, don't quote me, this is all headlines and hearsay. But she has famously, since she's hit it really big, I think an award winner, I think top of the charts.
Yeah.
She's not nice to her fans. She famously gets mad at paparazzi. She was at a restaurant, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. That's, I don't know what it was, but it's Craig's in LA where everybody knows celebs go there. Paparazzi's always outside. She was in New York City at a popular restaurant. She got out of the car and there was paparazzi there and she got mad at them.
No shit. Yeah.
Honey, you're one of the best selling music artists of the year, of the past few years. You're up and coming, have a huge following, and you're going to a hot spot in New York City. And also I know it's upsetting, but that's also kind of one of the reasons you're famous.
That's right.
Because they're there to make you famous.
And I mean, there's artists like Sia who have arguably the best voice in music, who's in a costume all the time.
Totally.
If she purposely wants to be the Banksy of music.
Yes.
And doesn't want to be out there.
Yes.
That's one way to do it.
And I tell my kids, with all success, party animal. Did he rip too many heaters last night?
Gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry.
With success comes sacrifice. You cannot achieve success without sacrifice.
Right.
You just can't. And some people who want the success of being a well-known artist are going to have to sacrifice some of their personal.
So the little kid one though.
So this just happened.
Yes.
Okay. So just a few days ago, apparently, Chaperone, the artist we're talking about, was at breakfast at a popular hotel, I think in LA. Don't quote me. And this little girl and her mom were there, and the little girl was dying. She was loves Chaperone. So she got up from her table, the little girl did, and she just walked by to kind of make sure it's her. We've all done this. We're no, there's somebody famous. We walk by and just kind of look at them and then walk back. And we're
I held my knife up because Kevin Costner was behind us in Aspen 1,000 years ago, and I wanted to double check.
Yeah.
This is maybe pre-cell phone.
Yeah.
And a knife.
Did you walk by?
I did, I had to sort of double check.
Yeah, that's a little misery adjacent, showing a knife to him, but what else? To each their own. Everybody has different ways of getting attention.
So she's in town to go to the show.
Yes.
And then they happen to be staying in the same hotel.
So the little girl is
she's
9,
dying.
11.
She's
so
dying.
She walks by her, just looks at her and smiles, and then walks back and sits down to her mom and is it's Chaperone. Didn't address her, didn't say
Didn't
hello
ask
to
for
her.
an autograph.
So then the security guards who are at the restaurant with Chaperone come over to the table and say, you can't harass Chapel.
Kind
Am
of
I saying her
threatening.
name right?
Chaperone, yeah.
You can't harass her. That's rude of you. Give her privacy. And the little girl starts bawling.
She's embarrassed. Yeah.
But now here's more of a twist. The little girl's dad is Jude Law, the famous actor.
Now, wait, is it Jude Law though, or is it, I think there's one step in between.
So the dad and the mom had the little girl, but they divorced.
Oh.
And now the mom is dating a famous soccer player, or as they would say, football player.
Yeah.
So
they understand fame.
They're 100%. So the football player, who I think is the stepdad, puts a note out on social media and is hey, this just happened to my wife or girlfriend and her daughter, or our daughter. And that's rude, and called out Chaperone, which I am thrilled about. Now, since that happened, Chaperone has said...
Did she apologize?
She didn't apologize. She denies it happened.
Ooh.
She denies it. She said, I never saw a little girl. My security would never do that. But if you have a famous football/soccer player, I say both because, people call it both, plus a wife who has been married to very famous people, plus Jude Law.
Do they think they got the person wrong?
No. Chaperone, you can't not see her.
No,
I can see where people would even confuse Becky and I for a minute until you get used to my nasty voice and her beautiful voice.
Well,
okay.
Not today.
Well, anyway, Chaperone is very recognizable. Yes. They're also in a hotel where
they're there to go see her.
So Chaperone totally denies it.
This is tough.
So what do you think about Chaperone's behavior towards paparazzi and
I don't think there's any, I think for famous people, you have to give up your privacy. I mean, you just do. You don't get to move through the world anonymous. You've got to be good to your fans. I mean, that's the deal with the devil that you strike.
Well, I think, and the word famous, again, I sometimes hate because I think some people really are artists and they become famous because they're such great artists.
Yeah.
But the reason you have millions of dollars in a security team is because
fans.
little girls like that love you.
Totally.
Is because paparazzi give you free marketing.
And she didn't ask for anything. I can understand if you're eating and somebody comes up and interrupts your meal, you can say, I hope you'll forgive me. I'm so happy to see you, but I'm not going to take a picture and I'm not going to sign anything. But you and I can have this nice little moment.
Yes.
Go have a great day. We'll see you at the show tonight.
Yes.
Like, I don't think you have to sell your soul and like give and give and give.
Totally.
But I think you can be decent and human.
Yeah. And if you aren't looking for the spotlight and you are an artist, then just put your music out there and don't do concerts.
Do see it. Put the wig over your eyes.
Don't go to hot spots. That's the other thing. Like, even when we used to broadcast a lot from LA with our former network, I was out there all the time. We just knew we were in West Hollywood. If you went to a certain restaurant, you were going to see paparazzi. You're probably going to see a few famous people.
Yeah.
If you went to the Beverly Hills Hotel, which Jennifer Flavenstone took us to one time, it was so fun. You're going to see people and you're probably going to see
the CNBC in spots.
But there are plenty of places to go that are super undercover.
Think of all the stars that you love that you don't
ever see.
They're managing this.
Yes.
Fine. Just fine.
So Chaperone, I'd like to say to you, is it Chapel or Chapel?
I think it's a hard
Chaperone. I would like to say to you, be nicer. And totally denying it doesn't work for me. Now, this is all headlines and hearsay, so I could flip on a dime next week, but she's always bothered me the way she's been mean to people.
Well, yeah, and I think she's really outspoken about a lot of stuff, and it seems cranky.
Yeah, don't be cranky.
Yeah, it's cranky. It doesn't feel...
These people are paying you. These people are why you... Have you ever seen Anne Hathaway deal with the paparazzi?
What? So
it's adjacent, but not the same. Anne Hathaway will get out of the car and be like, calm.
No.
I will take a picture with you. Just everybody be patient. Like she talks to them like they're kindergartners.
Oh, how does that go?
That also drives me nuts. Come on, Anne. Just get out of the car and get in.
And as we're watching poor Carolyn Bessette Kennedy in our beautiful show, just be trapped in her apartment, not able to escape.
Did you finish the series so far?
I don't think how many, are there 7?
So I don't know where I'm at. We ended with the wedding episode, but then we've been gone getting a sunburn for a week.
I might be one ahead of you then. They're home. And he kind of thought he was going to placate the press by saying, we'll give you one.
Oh, I saw that. Yes, I saw that one.
And then she's like, oh my gosh, it's not stopping.
Yes. And she doesn't like that.
But she's losing work now. She tried to go work for Ralph Lauren. Yeah.
Yes. And do you think she hated it that much in real life?
I think if you are, this is the opposite of Chaperone. This is a normie who's now thrust into a world that he already lived in and knew how to manage.
Yes.
And she's like, oh my gosh, it's literally never going to end.
Right.
I can't leave the house.
Is that also what Meghan Markle went through and we're being mean to her? Like, why do we have compassion for Carolyn, but we don't have compassion for Meghan?
That's a really good point.
And I'm asking myself the same thing. I'm asking myself, it's not just, but like, we're like, oh, Meghan, you knew what you were getting into. But like, you could have said the same thing about JFK Jr.
This is a really good point.
By the way, I think he's my number one crush of all time. Sorry to Brian Boitano.
Oh, no question.
But I'm like, that is the man.
And here's the thing. This little boy that's playing him now is so handsome, and he doesn't hold a candle to the original. Like, he's such a cute boy, and he's ripped, and he's fit, and he's handsome. But the actual JFK Jr. was so otherworldly handsome.
You know, I think, like, if he was still alive today, I might be hunting him down.
Can you imagine?
Just for
how old would he have been?
Just to walk by his table and smile. Just like that little girl did.
Just a nice high five.
Just to whip up a knife and stare at him through it. Not creepy at all. How old would he have been? Because he was in between us, I think. No, he was older than you. I think
he was older than me. 65.
Oh my God, he would have been a silver
like
fox.
10 years older. Yeah.
Because I like an older man. I don't like a younger
Can you imagine that dark hair getting salt and
silvery?
peppery?
Ugh.
Unreal.
Yeah, and Carolyn probably would have left him by now because of all the paparazzi. So he would have been waiting for us, Becky.
Well, I think about that too, though, because darn it, now that you have me thinking about it this way, how is their relationship supposed to last and get stronger when they're constantly stressed out?
Right.
Is that what's happening with Meghan and Harry? Now I feel bad for them again.
Well, that's where I think some of us are. I think when you look back on a lens, like, you know, hindsight's 20/20, as they say. Maybe we didn't have compassion for her in the moment, but you look back on it, all this compassion for Caroline, and then it's like, well, didn't that same thing happen to Meghan?
And it is happening.
And even worse, because it wasn't just tabloids, it was social media.
And that was our local royalty, not global. You know, like, I mean, hers is probably on a much bigger scale even then.
Meghan, since your podcast has been canceled, I know a podcast. I got a bench you can sit on right here. Or you can zoom in.
Open invite.
You can zoom in like Skip and Sarah Rogers recently did.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. Where I struggle is even if we got to meet her and we sat down with her, I don't know that you would get a good, honest, you know what I'm saying? I think there always feels like there's a facade. And I think that's what I struggle with.
Meghan, listen to us, okay? Meghan Markle. And if anybody knows her, just put the vibes out. You know how everybody looks really good when they go on the podcast that copied us, Good Hang with Amy Poehler?
Yeah.
If you're not going to be on her podcast, you can come on ours and
allow us to be your sloppy seconds. if I may.
We're just saying, Meghan, it's open. Okay, it's open. Something else we have to talk about, you guys, and I'd like to apologize to any of you if you're into this. Perhaps you could leave us a note and explain it to us.
Wait, what is it?
I came across something on social media the other day, and I sent it to Becky, and I said, we need to talk about this. Okay. I'm concerned. There is a woman, and I think there's even more, but there's one who's really famous. And she does, I'm sure you've seen on social media, it could be on any Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, what have you. People like vlog a day in their life. Like a lot of mommy influencers will like, this is a day in my life as a stay-at-home mom, or this is a day in my life as a working mom. And it's, you know, it follows them like getting the kids up.
Is this the one who's folding the clothes on the floor? That lady.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Getting the kids up, taking the kids to school, dropping them off.
Smoothie time. Yeah.
There is a woman who is doing this.
Yes.
But it's all with dolls.
You said this to me.
Now, if you are doing this,
it's very detailed.
If you are doing this, you know this is a safe space for everybody, and we just want to better understand you. And if you are doing it, tell us so that we can just work through this.
So she does both voices. She does her own voice, but then she also.
So in the most recent one I saw, because of course then, spotty Wi-Fi down in the Caribbean, I announced to a crowd of kind of friends that there is a dolphin named Gerald who's kidnapped a marine biologist. Then I proceed to watch a woman who vlogs about her day with her dolls. But the dolls are not dolls. They're the lifelike looking. Like if you saw one in a stroller or in the back of a car, you would think it's a real child.
Yeah.
They're very lifelike looking. But she goes through and she like wakes up and she doesn't say it's satire or sarcasm.
I can't tell if she's in on the joke or not.
If this is serious or not, but she's like, I mean, she has all the equipment too. She's warming up bottles. She's a bottle warmer. She uses all the food. She pours the milk in. And then she gets the kids up.
She's packing little bento lunches.
Yes. And she's got two like infants because they're in cribs, but then she has two toddlers who are in twin beds.
Her hands are full.
Her hands are full. She makes them a lunch for school.
So I think when you look at the comments, people are watching it going, who's going to tell her? Like, is she okay? And then the flip side is, I needed this. This is hysterical. It's like a commentary about the craziness of women actually charting their whole day.
I only have a little bit of time to get ready.
Yeah, what about me?
And then says, yes, when's my me time? And I'm like, well, anytime, because your kids aren't going to die.
Right.
You could literally leave them right there.
I have to believe it's like performance art and she's doing it.
Well, you know, there is something like people who are maybe at the end of their lives or a little bit older, they have done studies where like if they have like a baby to care for, you know, like in high school, I had to care for a baby. And
we had eggs.
You had to care for a real egg? I don't know that.
This is the difference in our age. So the home ec project was an egg. You would blow the guts out and then you had this, you know, how fragile is a shell. I thought you meant
like an egg from your uterus, from your ovary. I'm like, what the hell? Like you were like in a petri dish.
Like I went through a harvest.
Like, oh my gosh. Downtown Minneapolis was different in the 70s. Woo!
It was biology /
that's what I thought. Like you had a petri dish of your ovary egg. Like, holy smoke!
Like a grass fed. Like
it's gonna be a lot of strong opinions on this one.
No, we had to take care of a shell,
like a chicken egg,
which is so fragile. Right?
Yes. Yeah. So you blew out the middle like you were going to do paper mache, but instead you cared for it.
Yes.
Okay. We had a baby that would just start crying out of nowhere or pee its pants out of nowhere. And it would like track how long you let it cry.
So like a Tamagotchi.
What's that?
Remember they used to have those little, it was the same thing as like you had it was an electronic toy, but it needed care.
Oh, I remember that. Yes. Yeah. Now, where I grew up, I think our teenage pregnancy rate was a little higher than most.
Oh, so they're working
on.
It's
like scaring
you. It's a scared straight.
I don't know if it was so much your maternal skills, but it was, like a scared straight thing. Like, this is really...
You want to get up at 2 a.m.?
Yeah. Huh? You might want to rethink what you're doing in that cornfield, Missy. Because this is real life. So, but there are studies where like babies like that, they give them to, people who are sick or maybe like need extra affection.
Does
or
it give
elderly.
them purpose?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love
kind
it.
of like a pet, but less maintenance.
Yeah.
So then I was like, did she need this for like companionship? But she's smart enough to, because she talks, and then she talks for the little kid.
Oh yeah, she does everyone's voices too.
And
they all have different voices.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm like, wait a minute, lady. There are true humans who are starving, and you are making full bento boxes for these kids in milk. I'm like, if you could take them to the nearest ladies' shelter and make sure that unhoused children have something to eat, that would be best. Maybe that's where she's going for school and she's dropping off her extra food, but she is making meals for 4 kids and herself.
It is a full, but I mean, there are lifestyle people like furries, maybe this is a mindset thing. Like she in her mind as a mom. When
she goes to work, do they get dropped off at a daycare?
Well, they sure should. I mean, you can't play it both ways, lady.
Is she paying for daycare? Was she lucky enough to get into the hottest daycare in town?
Well, she probably put their names in right when they were born, when she had the receipt and she brought it in.
Golden years. We have a daycare in our town where I used to joke, I'm like, if your kids go, they learn how to fly, because like everyone wanted to get in. Totally. And my little rugrats were just at like the free church next door. Like I was just happy that there was a grandma there who wanted to sing the Itsy Bitsy Spider with them.
Totally.
And like the other kids were like literally learning how to fly with like golden wings.
Oh my gosh. And I mean, it's so competitive because then there's like, oh, did you go to the Spanish immersion or did you go to the French immersion?
Or now the Chinese immersion.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, again, I'm not sure my kids can read. I'm just
barely.
I'm one step away from doll mom. But anyway, like, we don't want to make anyone feel bad.
You guys have to look this up.
We're a good time gang.
But tell us if you think she's in on the joke or is it a cry for help? I'm not exactly sure.
And if you've ever participated in any of this, like, we're not here to judge. I told strangers there was a dolphin named Gerald kidnapping a dog.
But you're doing it with a wink and a nod.
I'm doing it. Like, don't you guys think this is funny? And they thought it was so crazy. They thought I was crazy. You know what I'm saying? They're like, this isn't even funny, Erin. This is so outlandish.
Here's the other thing. Do we have to be so damn literal? Like,
well, that's why I love you girls. And I love visiting with you each week. 'Cause I'm like, you're my people who really get it.
Yes.
And even though I was with some of my people, they were like, you've taken it too far. It's not conversation.
And this might not be your crowd.
So who am I to talk about the lady raising 4 dolls? Sorry in advance to you. Speaking of, do we have to be so literal? On a serious note, and listen, we all know the world's on fire. And so again, this is a podcast. It's a good hang. We're so happy you're here. Amy Poehler did copy us. Okay. It's just a good time to visit with your girlfriends, right? So everything we do is with a wink and a smile.
Always.
We're not here to take anything too seriously. But I did come across, and it was published a long time ago. So I bet a bunch of you have seen it because it has a ton of likes. But it's a woman. I wrote her name down in my book. Tanya Kazal, maybe?
But I do have a question about her. Sometimes she'll do this and she looks like she's talking to another person, but she's clearly by herself.
Oh, yeah.
And then sometimes she'll talk to the camera. But I've seen this woman before, too, and I always wonder, who are you talking to, Tanya?
Yeah, that's a technique.
Who's over there?
I'm friends with a girl from Minneapolis who is She's a
Like
motivational speaker, like professional coach.
Yeah.
And she does those videos where it looks like she's being interviewed, but I think it's really just the technique of the interview. Like
Got it.
You're like, so anyway, just like when you're interviewed on news and you're supposed to like look off to the side.
Oh gosh.
But anyway, this woman named Tanya,
You've seen her.
I've been breaking her name, Tanya Kazal. She has a lot of followers. Of course, I'm 6 or 7 months late to this post. But in all seriousness, and again, we recognize the hurt and the pain that so many people are under right now for many, many, many different reasons. But she said something that really resonated with me, especially for all of us who I think the most of us grew up in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, a few of us in the 80s. She was just talking about how we've gotten to this point in our generation that we're currently living in, especially with the younger generation, who has been taught, it's not their fault, but they've been taught, like, they're not emotionally resilient.
Yeah.
So like a difference of an opinion where we used to be able,
wound.
Yeah, we used to be able to have difference of opinion, and it was just like, oh, we have a difference of opinion. And now it's like that person is now a villain in my story.
Yeah.
And I hate them and they've hurt me for just having a difference of opinion.
It really is so different than I think our brains.
And I don't know how that happened. What happened?
School. I think school.
I even think when I was growing up in the 80s, I mean, you just knew some people disagreed with you. Some people didn't like you. You just knew you weren't everybody's cup of tea. And
not everybody was yours.
You weren't a victim. Like, right? You weren't a victim. That was just the way the world worked.
Yes.
And this Tanya, she says it in a much better way than I can. So if you can look her up, it's Tania and then Khazal. I've done no research on her. I don't know her background. If there's some shady past, let me know. I don't know, guys. Again, we're just girlfriends here talking.
And there's another lady that I follow too, and I don't have her name, but she's does a lot about resilience. I'll look it up. Okay. I'll put it in the show notes.
But she brought up a good point of, in all seriousness, not joking around, like, when did we lose our emotional resilience, and when did everything feel like an attack?
I know.
Or like we're a victim of something. And there are real victims in the world, and there are real attacks coming. But disagreeing or having different viewpoints, that should be normal.
I know it.
We shouldn't all think the exact same way. And if somebody doesn't think the same way of you, that does not mean they're a villain.
But I think that has where it has to start, my walking rule, my motto.
What?
Rule out, I'm the asshole.
Oh God, yeah.
That rule out, I'm the asshole is, I used to do it in work. I did it in a lot of different walks. If there was a conflict, I would check in with myself first and say, what? Did I fuck up?
I check in with Becky first, and I'm like, hey, am I an asshole right
don't
here?
we do that?
Yeah.
Like, if something comes up, I immediately check in and say, where am I in this?
Right.
And I think there's a presumption when you have that, when your butt hurt over anything, it's that I'm 1000% right, and that is wrong, and that is bad, and I am good. Like, what a simplistic, that's not realistic.
Right.
It's dead wrong. The likelihood that you are right all the time is impossible.
Or being like, was I wrong? And you're like, yeah, you know what? That sounded kind of weird. And you're like, you know what? I messed up. I'm a human. Like this massive attack on everybody that you're always going to perfectly feed others, confidence, or feed others. Like, we are going to accidentally hurt each other's feelings.
Yeah.
And we are going to have differences of opinions. They could be as simple as like,
but why can't that be a good thing?
Totally.
To learn more, or to take someone else's perspective and go, oh, I never thought about it that way. Thank you.
Yes.
For sharing that.
Oh, shoot. I didn't realize, or I
didn't
never
have
thought
all the
about it that way.
information.
I never thought about, or who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
Totally. That's a stoic thought. I don't have an opinion on that. Can be an answer like, don't care. Don't know. Don't care.
Well, I felt so lucky when we were on the spring break because we're with parents a ton, and there are a variety of opinions on the right way to raise the kids, on the right, who has a curfew, who doesn't have a curfew, who can go out without their parents, who has to stay with their parents, who can stay at other friends' hotel rooms, who has to come home.
Interesting.
There's
it's like a little microcosm of what's happening.
There's a wide variety of parent. There was one mom who just sent her kid on his own. He's 18. He's an adult. He can go. There were other parents like me who's like, so I'm going to do an 11 o'clock curfew, and they're absolutely no staying at any other room.
You mean to tell me he was in his own room by himself? Mm-hmm. Wow.
But I mean, there's a ton of parents and everybody knows each other. But again, when she, like, one of my dearest friends said, because I was like, I'm going to demand that my kid comes and eats with us at least 2 nights.
Yeah.
You know, it's still our family spring break. And one of my good guy friends, he was like, Erin, give them their own, what's the right word? Agency.
Yeah.
Like, this is their trip. Let them figure it out. And I'm like, hell no. I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
He's coming with me. And he's like, well, they're 18. They're supposed to learn how to do that. No, that's not an
It
attack
is kind
on
of a
me.
trial run.
He's not an attack. That's not an attack on me.
No.
In my opinion, is not an attack on him.
It's just another thought.
And that is a little bit more benign than some of the things in the world. But it's like,
But you could take it as
he's judging
hurtful.
my parent.
Yeah.
He's judging my parenting. He's judging my opinion. And instead I was like, well, I don't care what you think. My kid's coming to dinner today.
That's right.
You know, I didn't say it with that weird voice. But you know, like,
Okay, Gerald.
yeah. Keep talking like that. I'm going to introduce you to my friend Gerald.
No, I mean, that's it. And I mean, I remember being such a people pleaser as a little kid that my stepbrother, I think, didn't like what I had on. I think we were talking about music or something like that. And I literally said, I don't think little kids can disagree with older people. And I meant it.
Yeah.
I did not think he was younger than me by like 10 years.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think you get to do that. And how pathetic is that? Right. That I was like raised in such a way that you always deferred to adults. You didn't really have your own opinion because you were so busy worrying about other people. So like, I like when you have a voice, you have an opinion, you have a position. However,
not every difference of opinion is an attack.
Yeah.
Not every outlook is trying to put you down.
No.
You know, and I really like what she had to say about emotional resilience. And we are under attack more than ever now.
Yeah.
So I also think you need to protect your emotional resilience for what really matters. Like there's a few things like I don't have the space to feel like a victim in every moment.
But that I like. I mean, I think when you're talking about protecting yourself, it's not so that I keep myself safe. These are my thoughts. Every other thought is bad. I don't think that's protection. Protection is I'm not letting that in. I'm not watching social media today. I'm not going to take a stand on every stupid thing that, you know,
or I'm not going to take it personal.
That's really good.
Like I once said to, it was a friend a few years back. We're still good friends now. And she was thinking that everybody's bad mood was about like, I walked into work and so is not nice to me. She didn't talk to me. Or, you know, I went out for drinks and this person didn't look at me. And I said, have you ever thought that had nothing to do with you?
Well, can I be critical of it?
What?
It's really self-involved.
Well, yeah. I mean,
nobody fucking cares.
That's what I always try to remind myself. Like if somebody doesn't say hi to me, it's probably not because of me. It's probably because they have their mind on something else.
Yes.
They had a bad day at work. They're thinking about their kids. They forgot to do something at home.
Yes.
Like work is bothering them. Most of the time, it has nothing to do with you. So anyway, what this woman was saying, I thought was a good reminder for all of us, especially for all of us girls kind of in this age where we do still have influence over the younger generation.
Yeah.
We
Good.
are still taking care of the older generation. And just to again, there are times where you definitely need to defend yourself. There are times where I'm not trying to take away anything that somebody has been through.
No.
But she was saying like,
but
there are things we dealt with when we were younger that the current generation seems like, and I hate to blanket everybody, like they can't handle the same.
But didn't we talk about this the other day? Like the families that, what do you call it when they're purposely cutting people out of their lives? Like the kids are literally going no contact with their parents.
Oh yeah, she touches on that as well. I didn't really look into it. And again, I don't know her background. I don't know if it's what her background is. So like if you find out something terrible about her, let me know.
Yeah, we'll
learning. Flip on a dime. Yeah, again, like don't just cut your, but people are taught now to just cut people out if it doesn't feel good. And yeah, we talked about that. I'm like, what family hasn't ticked each other off before?
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I think there's real reasons to do it. Like, I mean, and we can go into this another time.
There's dark, real reasons.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I have a thing in my life that's similar to this. And I feel like, I'm super justified. But
obviously, you've never been wrong. She already counted herself out as the asshole in that one.
In this one, I am not the asshole.
Yes.
But I do think there's a thing about like the woman that I follow talks about mental health is not like a state that you drive to and now you live in the town of mental health. Like you're mentally healthy.
Totally.
Like
yes.
you're building tools. You're like constantly getting healthier. It's like a muscle that you're working. So just putting yourself in a position where you never have to be challenged on stuff is not mentally healthy.
Yes. So for the majority of us, I think I've seen this woman, or maybe I've somebody else. For the majority of us, there are the exceptions for sure. We are experiencing anxiety. We don't have anxiety.
Good one. Yes,
we are experiencing a bout of depression. We don't have depression.
Yeah.
And I think we've been taught to think that that's all right. Our identity is how we feel.
You lead with, hi, my name is anxiety.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I do think there are real people who truly that they have, they need to be medicated or need help. But the majority, I think, yes, we experience bouts of anxiety. We experience bouts of depression. We experience bouts of sadness. But we shouldn't say that's who we are.
And it's also back to that self-involvement thing. Do you honestly believe that not everybody has those feelings? Like that you are the only person to ever move through the planet with those feelings?
Everybody feels insecure.
Get
everybody feels
over
scared.
Yourself. Yes. Like but I mean, I think it's that everyone thinks that everyone is God's special creature for sure. But like, that's not what makes you special.
Well, and I also try really hard to, if somebody hurts my feelings, I'm like, I think I've hurt other people in that same way accidentally.
Ooh, that's a good one.
So like, as quick as we are to be like, that person's mean, that person's an asshole, that person's judgy.
Damn it.
I'm like, if you really look inward, even if you haven't done it to them, you've done the same. And would you want people name calling you? Would you want people canceling? Like, we've all accidentally.
Well, we're the villain in someone else's story.
Yes.
And we don't even know it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whether it accidentally happens or whether you've grown a lot and, it was 10 years ago and you've really grown.
Yeah.
I just think, we need to help each other be more emotionally resilient.
Really good.
And then B, we need to have compassion for others when they hurt our feelings because all of us have hurt somebody's feelings.
Yep, you're right about that. That's really good.
You know what I'm saying?
I just don't know if it needs to get like solved. I think sometimes, there's breakups and you don't have to sit down at coffee and talk about why. It can just be like, I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth, but I mean, I think that's a good headspace to be in. I don't know that we have to like do the deep dive all the time.
Sometimes and not all the time.
Yeah.
And by the way, as we say this, we are not licensed in anything except the gift of gab. We have
just hanging on to my driver's license by a thread.
That's right. We have no education in any of this other than the education of experience in being
and the school of hard knocks.
School of hard knocks. And we have decades under our belt of having really good girlfriend relationships.
Yeah, that's one thing. I don't know how people get along without it.
And I want everybody to have good girlfriend relationships. But also I think there's ways that we can be easier on each other so that really you can have, I hate when you rule everybody out.
Yes.
Don't rule everybody out.
Well, unless they're assholes.
Of course. And then and then blame it on them. And then tell us about it.
It's like every breakup. How can everybody have a psycho ex-boyfriend? Really? Were they all psycho? They're all crazy people.
We're going to send Gerald the dolphin after them. And when all else fails and this doesn't work, you just laugh hysterically.
You have to, though.
If you don't laugh, you'll cry.
Because we can't make sense of everything.
No, we don't even make sense today. We're going to listen back to this and be like, what the hell were we talking about? Let me check my handy notebook to see if there's anything else we missed.
I saw a picture of some doodles in here, Erin, in the way back. Were you drawing some pictures?
Oh, that's James.
There's some... Oh, cute.
Look at this. There's little notes from James.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my.
Keep that printing. Don't ever get rid
Dear
of it.
Mom, I hope you like what I made for you. P.S. It's a surprise.
Oh, I love
when I worked, which again, I can't believe how much we worked when the kids were little, but we used to leave Post-it notes for everybody.
Oh,
and I just found one in here
it's
that
so
James said,
cute.
P.S. It's a surprise. So if we've taught you nothing, Have a good laugh with your girlfriends. If you don't laugh, you'll cry.
That's the only thing we know for sure.
We love you so much. If anybody wants to be tribute and go to Australia, let's try to do a GoFundMe and get one of us there.
We'll do more research on that. I want to know what it costs.
I think it's in like the 3 to 5K.
It would have to be.
Before travel, I think.
The event, yeah.
If nobody wants to volunteer as tribute, we'll call Jess Manuel and see if she'll hop the pond or hop the ocean or hop the islands or whatever it's called. If you know anything about the doll mom culture, let us know.
You guys.
It's really fascinating. Who knows?
Is it a joke? Is it
Becky
real?
might finally get back on social media as a doll mom.
I might dig in there.
A doll grandma.
Oh my gosh. And then I can do the voices, but then I can say, okay, don't tell your mom we're doing it. We're having ice cream all day.
A doll grandma. And anyway, we're so happy you're here. Thank you so much. If you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, that would be great.
Yes, please. I think we're getting dangerously close to our...
Yes. If you would please share with your friends, that would be wonderful.
Yep. You just grab their phone, just say, I need it for 2 seconds.
Don't even tell them what you're doing.
Yeah, subscribe.
Yeah, nieces and nephews. Listen, it's a good time for all, and it doesn't cost anything. So like and
Screw
subscribe.
up somebody's algorithm today.
We love you. Tell everybody that you're into 2 crazy ants, okay?
That's it.
We love you so much. You look good. Please go with the confidence of the Countess.
Yes.
And we'll talk to you next week. Bye, everybody.